Let's create the SQL database using Firefox. Here's all the code to create all the variables and associations in the SQL database. All the tables are created here. This code shows everything in the database. Now we're going to create the constructs file that does all the calculations on all the data. The code has already been pasted into this file and saved as a .cop file. Okay, now I can show the contents of that file. It's all the constructs, all the calculations that'll be done to all the data. We're going to use Anaconda Python to do the calculations on the data. Here's the code open up in Python. This code will import, use the SQLite 3 to import. Execute this code. Here is where I had to change the path or define the path to the database, the SQL database. Run that. Here we'll retrieve all the records and information from the complete command that we executed earlier. Execute this to convert complete to a different data frame that's easier to calculate. Got no errors here, so it converted successfully. Here we're going to calculate the base price. Run that code. Determine if it's a new customer or not. Calculate the age of the driver. Determine if it's male or female. And this checks on all that data. Make sure you have no errors. In this code, we're going to create a loop to go through all the data and format it all and export it to a fax.txt file. Go through all the data and do all the calculations. We want to change the output directory of the fax file to the right one. Shows here that a fax.txt file was created. Notice here there is no final price calculated. Here we're going to use clips to calculate the edited information and create a file called fax.edited. It'll include a final price. Need to change the location of that file where to be output. What you're actually doing here is creating a path where you will import the fax.edited file back into Anaconda after it's created in clips. So we're going to pull up clips. Execute this command to bring in the fax file. I'm going to go here and use a shortcut to get the path to that file. Actually, you want to use the constructs file to do the edited calculations. So I'll grab the path to that file. Now all of those calculations are loaded. Now we're going to pull out fax file that we're going to do the modifications to. It's in the same directory, so you don't need to give it a path.